Have you ever wondered what annoys your cat even more than being picked up? You might be doing things every single day that secretly drive them crazy, without even realizing it. By the end of this video, you'll know the top 10 things that make cats furious and how to stop making these mistakes. And trust me, number 3 is so common. Even experienced cat owners get it wrong. Number 1. Being woken up. If there's one thing cats take very seriously, it's their sleep. These tiny predators may live comfortably indoors, but their instincts are still wired for survival. That's why they spend a whopping 12 to 16 hours a day, sometimes even up to 20, curled up in peaceful slumber. But don't be fooled into thinking they're just lazy. Every nap they take serves a purpose, helping them recharge, conserve energy, and stay mentally and physically sharp. Now, imagine you're in the middle of the best sleep of your life, wrapped in a warm, cozy blanket, dreaming away, when suddenly, someone shakes you awake or blasts a loud noise right next to you. Annoying, right? You might wake up groggy, irritated, or even ready to snap at whoever disturbed your peace. Well, your cat feels the exact same way. Sleep is sacred to them, and being woken up abruptly can leave them stressed, disoriented, and even defensive. Unlike humans, who have structured sleep cycles, cats experience both light and deep sleep in short bursts throughout the day. During deep sleep, their body repairs itself, and their brain processes information, just like ours does. But during light sleep, their senses remain alert, ready to detect any potential threats. This is why a cat might wake up instantly at the slightest sound, but feel completely thrown off when they're disturbed mid-dream. It's not just an inconvenience. It can actually cause them to feel unsafe in their environment. So what happens when you constantly disrupt a cat's rest? Over time, they may start associating you with stress and unpredictability. A cat that doesn't feel secure in their home is more likely to hide, avoid interaction, or even act out with aggression. You might notice flattened ears, an irritated flick of the tail, or even a warning swat if they feel startled. And let's be honest, nobody wants a grumpy, sleep-deprived cat plotting their revenge at 3 a.m. The best way to keep your feline happy is to respect their natural rhythm. If you absolutely need to wake them, whether for feeding, a vet visit, or playtime, do it with care. A soft call of their name, a gentle touch, or simply waiting for them to stir on their own can make all the difference. By showing respect for their rest, you're strengthening the bond of trust between you and your furry friend. And if you think waking them up is bad, just wait until you see what's next on the list of their biggest pet peeves. Number 2. Being interrupted during meals. For cats, mealtime is more than just eating. It's a deeply ingrained ritual tied to their instincts. Even though your fluffy companion no longer has to hunt for survival, their ancestors' habits are still hardwired into their behavior. In the wild, securing food meant the difference between life and death. And once a cat caught their meal, they had to protect it. That instinct hasn't faded, which is why many cats take their food very seriously. Now, imagine sitting down to enjoy your favorite meal. You take that first delicious bite, savoring the taste, when suddenly, someone taps your shoulder, takes a piece of food off your plate, or demands your attention. It's frustrating, right? For cats, it's even worse. Eating is a vulnerable moment for them, and when they're disturbed, whether by a loud noise, an unexpected touch, or even someone hovering nearby, they can become stressed, irritated, or even defensive. Some might stop eating altogether, while others might react aggressively, as if to say, "Hey, can I just have 5 minutes of peace?" Respecting a cat's mealtime is key to maintaining a stress-free and trusting relationship. If you try to pet them, call them, or move their food while they're eating, they may start to associate mealtime with anxiety, making them more likely to eat quickly, become territorial over their food, or even refuse to eat at all. If you have multiple cats, it's especially important to ensure they each have their own bowl and feeding space to prevent food-related conflicts. Some cats may tolerate sharing, but others may feel pressured, leading to tension in the household. The best way to show your cat you respect their space? Give them the uninterrupted meal experience they crave. Let them eat in peace, and if you need their attention, wait until they've finished. This simple act reinforces their trust in you, reduces stress, and keeps their feeding time a positive and relaxing experience. And if you think cats take their meals seriously, Just wait until you hear about the next thing that drives them absolutely crazy. Number 3. Not being allowed to climb on the dining table. For a cat, climbing isn't just a fun activity. It's a deeply rooted instinct that has been passed down from their wild ancestors. In nature, cats seek high vantage points to stay safe from predators, keep an eye on their surroundings, and gain a strategic advantage when hunting. Even though your indoor kitty doesn't have to worry about these dangers, their natural urge to climb remains strong. To them, your dining table isn't just a place for food. It's the perfect mountaintop, an elevated throne from which they can survey their kingdom, aka your home. So when you shoo them away or block their access, they don't see it as a simple household rule. Instead, they feel confused and frustrated because they're being denied something that feels completely natural to them. But here's the good news. You don't have to constantly battle your cat over this. Studies on feline behavior show that providing alternative high spaces, such as cat trees, wall-mounted shelves, or tall scratching posts, can significantly reduce their obsession with the dining table. By offering designated climbing spots, you're not only redirecting their behavior but also giving them a sense of security and control over their environment. The key is positive reinforcement. Instead of scolding or punishing your cat when they jump on the table, reward them when they use their designated climbing areas. A simple treat, praise, or chin scratches can go a long way in helping them learn where they're welcome. Over time, they'll naturally choose their cat tree over the dining table, because why go where they're not wanted when they have a luxurious perch of their own? Remember, cats don't climb on tables to be rebellious or to test your patience. They're simply following their instincts. If you want to keep your table cat-free, the solution isn't discipline. It's smart alternatives. Give them their own high places, and you'll both enjoy a more peaceful and happy home. Number 4. Climbing on people. Some cats see their humans as living ladders, an easy route to higher ground or a quick way to get attention. If your feline suddenly latches onto your leg or shoulder, it's not necessarily an act of mischief. This behavior often stems from their instinctual need to climb, explore, and feel secure in a high place. In the wild, climbing keeps cats safe from predators and allows them to survey their surroundings. So if your kitty has limited vertical spaces at home, they might turn to the next best option, you. While this may seem cute at first, the sharp claws and surprise factor can quickly turn it into a problem. Many owners instinctively react by pushing their cat away, scolding them, or even yelling in frustration. Unfortunately, this response can backfire. Your cat doesn't understand that they've done something wrong. Instead, they might feel scared, rejected, or even more determined to cling to you for security. The best way to handle this is by redirecting their climbing instinct. Instead of punishing them, provide proper vertical alternatives, like tall cat trees, sturdy shelves, or even a window perch where they can safely observe their surroundings. Encouraging these behaviors through positive reinforcement, such as treats, praise, or gentle petting, will teach your cat that there are better places to climb than your legs. If your cat is particularly persistent, wearing thicker clothing when interacting with them or gently placing them on their designated climbing spot can help reinforce the message. With time and consistency, they'll learn that climbing their human isn't necessary when they have plenty of safe and inviting alternatives. Cats aren't trying to be troublesome when they climb on you. They're just following their instincts. By offering appropriate solutions rather than scolding them, you create a stress-free environment where both you and your cat can coexist happily, without any unexpected claw marks. Number 5. Not being allowed to chew on plants. For many cats, the attraction to plants is irresistible. Whether it's the texture of the leaves, the scent they carry, or simply the urge to investigate their surroundings, cats love to nibble on plants. It's a natural behavior driven by curiosity and instinct. However, the issue arises when their attempts to chew on houseplants are met with prohibition. While many owners try to protect their plants from cat nibbling, it's often due to the concern that some plants can be toxic to felines. The frustration of being constantly denied access to plants can be stressful for your cat, as it goes against their instincts. In fact, research on feline nutrition shows that small amounts of plant fiber can actually aid in digestion, and it's one reason why cats are drawn to them in the first place. Instead of continuously blocking this natural behavior, there's a more balanced way to approach the situation that benefits both you and your cat. One solution is offering special cat grasses or herbs that are safe for cats to consume. These provide the same stimulation and benefits as regular houseplants, but without the risk of poisoning. Many veterinarians recommend these as safe alternatives for indoor cats, ensuring they still get the fiber they need for digestion. Not only does this meet their nutritional needs, but it also satisfies their instinctual desire to chew on plants. Rather than taking a harsh approach and removing all plants from the house, consider strategically placing toxic plants in areas that are inaccessible to your feline friend. Simultaneously, make sure there are safe options available that they can access freely. This balanced approach ensures that your cat doesn't feel deprived of something they enjoy, while also keeping them safe. Simply prohibiting plants entirely without offering alternatives only increases frustration, making your cat more persistent and possibly leading to behavioral issues. Offering them safe, enjoyable plant options can minimize stress, reduce the urge to chew on forbidden items, and maintain peace in your home. By providing controlled access to appropriate plants, you're not only keeping your cat happy and healthy, but also ensuring a harmonious living environment for everyone. Number 6. Being petted excessively. While it's natural to want to shower your cat with affection, it's essential to recognize that cats have their limits when it comes to petting. Many people mistakenly think that cats enjoy endless cuddling and petting, but in reality, they can only tolerate it for so long before it becomes overstimulating. This is especially true when cats begin to flick their tails, flatten their ears, or attempt to move away. Clear signs they've had enough. If these signals are ignored, your cat may resort to defensive actions, like scratching or even biting. It's not out of malice. It's simply their way of telling you, "I need a break." Research has shown that prolonged petting can make a cat more sensitive and lead to irritation. Their skin becomes overstimulated, making them feel anxious and uncomfortable. This is why it's critical to be in tune with your cat's body language and stop petting when you sense they're no longer enjoying it. For example, many cats love a good scratch behind the ears or under the chin, but belly rubs? Not so much for some felines. It's important to understand that every cat has its own set of preferences, and those preferences can even change depending on the cat's mood or the environment. Respecting these boundaries isn't just about avoiding scratches. It's about ensuring your cat feels safe and secure in your presence. Overpetting or forcing affection can lead to a breakdown in trust, making your cat associate you with discomfort rather than love. On the flip side, when you allow your cat to initiate affection on their terms, it helps build a deeper bond based on mutual respect. Paying attention to their physical cues, such as tail movement or ear positioning, will help you better understand when they want affection and when they need space. This not only prevents overstimulation, but also helps foster a more relaxed and positive relationship between you and your cat. In the long run, when you respect their petting limits, you'll notice fewer aggressive reactions, fewer scratches, and more opportunities for your cat to seek affection from you willingly. The key takeaway here is that forcing affection onto your cat when they're not in the mood can create stress and anxiety, while respecting their boundaries will lead to a calmer, more trusting companion. By learning to read and respect your cat's body language, you will develop a deeper, more harmonious connection, one that allows both you and your cat to enjoy affection on your own terms. Number 7. Being treated like a human. It can be tempting to dress up your cat, add little bows, or even throw a fun party to include them, but for many felines, this is a source of stress rather than enjoyment. Unlike dogs, cats don't understand the concept of clothing, and when forced into outfits, they often feel restricted. Cats are natural movers, and clothing inhibits their freedom of movement, making them feel uncomfortable or even trapped. Rather than looking cute, they're likely experiencing frustration and discomfort. Moreover, loud parties and noisy environments, filled with music, chatter, and commotion, can quickly escalate anxiety levels for a cat. Research has shown that loud noises, whether from music, parties, or other people, elevate stress in cats, triggering behavioral issues such as hiding, aggression, or even excessive grooming. Imagine how overwhelming it would be for your cat to suddenly be surrounded by a crowd or to have loud sounds constantly disrupting their calm environment. This stress can lead to long-term anxiety and, in some cases, might even affect their overall health. Another crucial point to consider is the tendency to humanize cats. Cats are independent creatures with their own unique needs and instincts. When you treat them like a human, you fail to recognize their natural behaviors, such as scratching or climbing. This can lead to confusion, as they may feel misunderstood when they act on instinct. Instead of dressing them up or expecting them to behave like humans, it's far better to embrace their true nature. Creating an environment that respects your cat's feline instincts and preferences is key to maintaining a healthy relationship. Cats thrive in calm, quiet spaces where they feel safe and in control. If you're hosting an event or celebration, try to keep your cat in a quiet room away from the noise, ensuring they have plenty of space to move freely and retreat if needed. Avoid forcing your cat into uncomfortable situations or expecting them to be the life of the party. Ultimately, to foster a strong bond with your cat, you need to honor their true self. Cats are not children or accessories to be dressed up for amusement. They are intelligent, curious, and independent animals who deserve to live according to their own rules. Providing them with the right environment that aligns with their natural instincts ensures that they are happier, healthier, and more trusting of you. By respecting their feline essence, you create a deeper, more meaningful connection that lasts. Number 8. Being the target of annoying games. Playtime is one of the best ways to bond with your cat, but not all games are fun in their eyes. Some human behaviors that seem playful, like tugging their tail, picking them up unexpectedly, or trying to scare them for a reaction, can actually stress them out. Unlike dogs, who may tolerate roughhousing, cats are more sensitive to sudden movements and unwanted handling. When they feel threatened or overstimulated, their instinct is to defend themselves, which can lead to scratching, biting, or running away. They're not trying to be aggressive, they're simply reacting to discomfort and fear. Research on feline behavior has shown that cats prefer games that mimic hunting. This includes chasing a moving object, pouncing on a toy, or even batting at something dangling in the air. Their play is deeply tied to their instincts, so they enjoy games that let them stalk, chase, and capture their prey. When play becomes too rough or unpredictable, they may begin associating you with negative experiences, leading to avoidance or defensive behavior. To keep playtime enjoyable for both of you, use toys designed for interactive play, like feather wands, laser pointers, and crinkly balls. Let them chase and catch their toy to feel satisfied with the game. Always be mindful of their body language. If their ears flatten, their tail flicks rapidly, or they suddenly stop engaging, it's a sign they need a break. Let them set the pace and never force them to continue if they're not interested. By playing in a way that respects your cat's instincts and comfort levels, you strengthen your bond and build trust. Play should be an exciting, enriching experience that keeps your cat both physically and mentally stimulated. A happy, engaged cat is a cat that feels safe and loved in your presence. Number 9. Not having access to fresh air. The need for fresh air and natural sights is an essential part of a cat's life, yet it's often overlooked in indoor settings. Cats have a deep connection to the outside world, and while we may think of them as content creatures lounging in the sun or curled up on the couch, they also crave visual and olfactory stimulation. A window with a view to watch birds flitting about, the breeze rustling the leaves, or the warm sun streaming in can provide vital enrichment for your cat. Without this, cats can quickly grow bored, anxious, or even develop destructive behaviors as a result. Studies show that indoor cats without access to the outdoors or views of nature are more likely to exhibit stress-related behaviors such as compulsive overgrooming, scratching at doors, or pacing. This is because the lack of mental stimulation leads them to seek other outlets for their energy and frustrations. Offering them the chance to observe the outside world can do wonders for their mental well-being. It's not about making them outdoor cats, but allowing them to experience the outside safely. To address this need, consider setting up a safe space where your cat can look outside and smell the fresh air. Window perches, secure balconies, or even a screened-in porch can provide an excellent solution. If you have a balcony or patio, make sure it's secure so your cat can explore without the risk of escaping or encountering danger. These simple additions can drastically reduce the behavioral issues caused by boredom and anxiety, while offering your cat a new, stimulating environment to enjoy. By respecting your cat's desire for outdoor contact, you help them lead a more balanced and happier life. A few changes to their routine can make a significant difference in their happiness, providing them with both relaxation and mental stimulation. They'll be able to admire the world from the safety of your home and find peace, rather than restlessness, in their daily life. Number 10. Lacking stimulation or activities. While cats are renowned for their love of lounging and long naps, it's crucial to recognize that they need much more than rest to stay happy and healthy. Cats are incredibly curious and intelligent creatures, and even though they may spend a large part of their day sleeping, this doesn't mean they're lazy or inactive by choice. Instead, they're conserving energy for the moments when they're engaged in active exploration or play. If your cat's environment doesn't offer the necessary stimulation, it can quickly lead to frustration, boredom, and stress. This lack of activity is one of the main things that cats truly dislike. A lack of mental and physical exercise can cause a range of problems, both behavioral and physical. Cats in these environments are more likely to display anxiety, destructive behaviors, or even start to overeat as a way of coping with their boredom. Some cats may become obsessed with things like scratching furniture or knocking objects over, simply as a way to release pent-up energy. In the worst cases, if left unaddressed, boredom can lead to obesity or even depression, as cats aren't getting the exercise they need to stay balanced. Researchers have found that cats are natural hunters, and in a home environment, without an outlet for their instinctual behaviors, they may become more frustrated. This is why one of the best things you can do for your cat is to provide ample opportunities for physical and mental stimulation. This doesn't have to mean constantly buying new toys. Simple changes like rotating their existing toys, providing interactive puzzle feeders, or even hiding treats in different areas of the house can provide a mental challenge that helps them feel engaged. Creating an environment that encourages play is key. Cats love climbing and perching in high places, so providing things like cat trees, shelves, or window perches can fulfill their natural need to survey their surroundings from above. Offering vertical spaces also helps them burn off excess energy in a safe and controlled way. They love exploring these heights, and it gives them a sense of territory and control in their environment, which helps reduce stress. Cats also love to explore new places, so rotating their climbing areas, hiding spots, or toys can provide added excitement. Taking time each day to engage in interactive play, whether it's a few minutes of chasing a feather wand or playing hide and seek with a toy, can go a long way in preventing frustration. These types of activities simulate hunting, which taps into their natural instincts and reduces any built-up anxiety or stress. Plus, it's a great way to bond with your cat and build trust. Many cats enjoy spending time with their owners during these moments, so you're strengthening your relationship while helping them stay active. Mental stimulation is just as important as physical exercise for cats. Puzzle toys, treat dispensing feeders, and training games can keep your cat's mind sharp and encourage problem-solving skills. This type of enrichment can prevent boredom and stimulate curiosity, which in turn keeps them happier and calmer throughout the day. By keeping your cat mentally engaged and physically active, you are ensuring a much happier, healthier feline. A well-exercised and stimulated cat is less likely to become anxious or aggressive, and they will be more affectionate, seeking out your attention for positive interactions. The key to a fulfilling life for your cat is balance, ensuring they have the right amount of playtime, challenges, and rest. A simple commitment to daily enrichment and stimulating activities can transform your cat's emotional and physical well-being, creating a more peaceful home for both of you.